Hey everybody, it is Melanie Mitro, and I am going to talk to you guys a little bit about strategic marketing and launching your business. So one of the things that I have learned through building my own business is that there is two really important phases that you are going to be faced with when you are launching a business idea. So it's called the long game, and then we've got the short game. And they're both equally as important. And if we forget to pay attention to the long game when we're launching our business, it can be a recipe for disaster. There was this point in my business after I had launched and things were going well and my followers were starting to grow and sales were starting to happen and my team was being built, where I sat at my kitchen table. And I remember the exact seat in the kitchen that I was sitting. I remember where my computer was placed. It was a high top kitchen table, with 6 chairs. It was in our old townhouse when we first got married, is where we lived, where we had both of our boys. And I was sitting there, it was early in the morning, and I had this moment of panic. I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I have run out of people to message. I've run out of people to invite. I have nobody else on my contact list, and I have this big vision for my business, and I don't have anybody in the pipeline. Can anybody relate to that? So what I did was I sort of hit the oh crap button, and for a moment I panicked, but then I got composed. And I thought to myself, okay, what do you need to do to start getting people in your pipeline? And it was kind of that first sort of realization that in business, we always have to be thinking about what we need to do 2 to 3 steps ahead of where we are right now. So our short game in our business it looks like this. When we launch a new idea, when we launch a business, we are always gonna go to the people that we know, that know us, that love us, that trust us, that would buy anything that we were selling. When you were a kid and you went to all of your family members, your aunts and your uncles and your cousins and your grandparents, and you said, hey, I'm selling, candy for Easter for school fundraiser, or I'm selling wrapping paper for the fundraiser for school. Every single family member bought something from you because they wanted to support you. They wanted to help you get ahead. And even if they didn't need wrapping paper, they were still going to buy it because they wanted to be cheering in your corner, helping you reach a goal that you had set. It's the same thing with business. Who do we go to first? When we launch our business, automatically we want to be talking to the people that know and love us, that trust us, because we would do the same for them too. That is like your dirt list, right? Again, people that would buy dirt from you, but that's what we are focused on when we initially launch our business. And some people have a big list and some people have a small list. And when we're only focused on where we're at right now, right? And we're only focused on, okay, I've got a plethora of people, I've got all these conversations going, I don't need to focus on expansion right now. I've got more than enough happening. You end up shooting yourself in the foot, because when you run out of those people, you weren't preparing for the next phase. That can really be detrimental to people's businesses. It can get into their mindset and cause this failure mentality, and people just quit. So right from day one of launching your business, you are focusing on 2 things. You're focusing on the people you currently have that love and trust you, but you're focusing on developing and building relationships with new people that are just like you, that you would want to connect with. It's essential, it's critical, because there is this process where from the time that I reach out or connect with a brand new person that knows nothing about me, maybe I found them on social media and started connecting with them, or maybe they found me and they started following me and my page or my website. It takes a good 3 to 6 months for that person to become, an actual invested follower that trusts you, that is ready to invest in you, and is ready to actually make the purchase and commitment. And so I always have different people in the pipeline along the way. And that's how I think about my business every day. So I'm working through this new list of people, but I'm going to set aside a chunk of time. And you determine the time, right? I have always lived by the rule that if I'm 5 people a day, I want to connect with. And when I say connect, it means that I am, liking their content that they're creating on social media. I'm following or sending a friend request, And then I'm actually sending a private message at some point during that connection. So that's kind of step number one. I am finding people through social media, but also when new people are following me, when new people are liking content, when new people are viewing stories or voting on polls or responding to messages, I am essentially saying, oh my gosh, hey Sarah, thanks so much for following my page. How did you find me, right? What brought you here? What were you looking for? And I'm opening that door and I'm starting that connection with the person. So every day I am gonna say to myself, bare minimum of 5. And if I get 5 done really fast, the faster I want to grow my business, the more new people I'm going to connect with. Then what I'm going to say to myself is, okay, my goal is to just keep fostering that relationship. So at least once a day, I am looking through that newsfeed. I'm watching their stories. I'm commenting. I'm liking. I'm engaging with genuine, genuine responses. And when I see an opportunity to send a message, I do. That ensures that I always have new people in the pipeline. And if you think about that, one of my most favorite books is The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And that business activity, right? That thinking about the long game is something that I can choose to do or not to do. But I guarantee you it's going to be the deal breaker in my momentum. Because your first 3 months in business, you pretty much work off of that warm market. Those people that love and trust you. But if you have been focused on the long game, creating new, connections with people, starting to reach out, people you would want to collaborate with, when you run out of that warm market in 3 months, you already have started fostering relationships at that 3 month, and those people are now at 3 months, right? And so what happens is you begin to have this exponential compounding effect. Because your people, your customers in the first 3 months are now seeing results with whatever product and service you offer. So now you've got testimonials to help get these people that you're fostering relationships with to see what you have value in, right? So now you are starting to see this residual return. Your first 3 to 6 month people are referring people. They're becoming members of your team. They're advocates. They're sharing testimonials. You've got this new group of people coming in, and it just starts to build momentum. It's easy to do and it's easy not to do. It's one of those things that you've got to sit down and make a conscious effort to put the time on your calendar and do it and check off that activity that you've completed for the day. As a business owner, we are always thinking about what can we do right now for success and what do we need to be teeing up next. So if you're always thinking to yourself, how do I continually have things in my pipeline? You will never miss a beat. I will leave you with one thing. You will find in your business, if you have a season of ridiculously crazy, busy stuff, right? Or if tragedy strikes, or if you go on vacation for 2 weeks and you completely unplug from your business, you will always notice the effects of that, not immediately, but in 3 to 6 weeks from when you sort of let your foot off the gas. And it's the same thing for me. Whatever I do now, I'm going to see it in 3 weeks, right? So remember that. You might say, oh, I went on vacation, wasn't so bad. I didn't do any of my invites and connections, but all of a sudden you're like, oh, I've got nobody, because your well has dried up. All right. I hope this was helpful for you guys today. Don't hesitate. You can tag people in the comments below, somebody that you think needs to hear this message today. As co-owners of Chic Influencer, both Katie and I are committed to helping you with your success of your online social media presence. And if there's ever something you want to hear from us, just send us a message, send us a direct message, or you can email us at chicinfluencer@gmail.com, and we will create content for you guys. All right. Have a great weekend. See you guys soon. Bye, everybody.